Hey, what's up, guys? Max here, and today we're going to be talking about two packages only. And the reason why I only chose two is because I know this video will take forever to put together and actually release for us to just discuss the amount of packages and tiers, and then also break down. And last year we had a Cyber Weekend store. We'll take a little look at that as well at the end of the video. But here's the two packages that I want to focus on. I want to focus on the Black Panther and the All Fathers Odin, which is kind of the most expensive ones that we know of, right? Let's talk about the $49 All Black Panther. So I went back, looked at one of my videos. It was a reaction video of the offers. I think I did that towards the end of the night. So kind of same thing is going to happen here on a Friday night on our usual time. Most likely we'll be going live and just doing the opening or just picking up whatever we have. I do believe that we're going to be seeing a store separate, just kind of like what we did last year. But here is the Black Panther's treasure. So I think the upgraded version of this for 2022 is, instead of a 6-star Nexus crystal, we're going to be seeing a actual selector, class selector. So you're going to be able to get a Nexus selector from skill to science to whatever your favorite class is, or missing champion, or champion you want to acquire from this class. I think that's what we're going to see there. So I think that would be a nice little touch and upgrade. The T5 basic catalyst, I think we're going to see a bump in those. I wouldn't be surprised if we're getting somewhere between 4 and 5 now. The shards, I think those are going to be as well added an additional bump. If they decide to keep the shards, I wouldn't be surprised if they kept it at like a 10,000 shard, amount. So giving you an access to get another basic crystal, or use that towards features 6-star crystals. So the T4, and I believe that's a T2 alpha that we're getting 6 of. I think those are going to be also included in there, but I would be surprised if those are slightly removed and offered in the lower packages. And on the Black Panther packages, this is me being hopeful and asking probably a little bit too much, that we would get the T3 fragments in there, the T6 fragments in there. So instead of the T4 basics and the T2 alphas, we actually get fragments for rank 4 materials in the Black Panther. And you'll see why. I'm assuming, and just being very hopeful here, that's what's the item offer. Now, keeping in mind that this is a purchase limit of 3, so we're going to be able to buy that 3 times. Okay, how many fragments? Let's just grab that number that they offer at 7,500 on the Odins last year. Let's just put those for easy of use into the Black Panthers package. Now, moving on to the All Fathers Odin. The All Fathers Odin is always the juiciest, the biggest, the most expensive one, which always has the most enticing items that we are going to be seeing in the game. Okay. So with that being said, I believe that Nexus selector that I was referring to, that it's going to be in the Black Panther, I don't think that's going to be there. I think it's going to be a feature 6-star crystal. I wouldn't be surprised if that's the case, that we're getting there instead of the actual Nexus selector on that crystal. So that's my assumption. I know the Nexus, the feature crystal, a lot of people already got the champion they needed, or they're just going to be like, dude, I don't want a feature crystal. I would rather get a basic or something like that. So I think that is going to be what's being thrown inside the Black Panthers Odin offer. The rank up gem. Notice how they have a 2 to 3. I think that one's going to stick on there, but it's going to be a 3 to 4 rank up gem, allowing anybody that buys this 3 new, of course, because of the limit of 3 new rank 4 champions. So keeping that battleground in mind in the back of my head, it's going to be annoying. You're going to have a ton of good defenders being added to account. So warning, keep your rank ups at a minimum right now. Wait until the Friday, which is just around the corner, to take a look at what the offers are, right? So I think that's going to be a 3 to 4 gem. I hope so. I'm crossing my fingers for you and my own sake that that we get 3 new rank 4s there. When it comes to the T3 and the T6 fragments, I think we're going to see probably a combination. I don't know if they ever combine these, but maybe some fragments of that. but if they're not there, I think those would get removed because we're going to be seeing them on the Black Panther. According to my predictions and just guesswork here, I think this is where we're going to be seeing relics. This is where the new item, the most enticing new item that's being added to the game at the moment. And I think we're going to be seeing some fragments when it comes to 6-star relics and 5-star relics. So if they don't combine those and put them in one, meaning like T3 alpha and T6 basics, like one line instead of how you see it split there. If they don't do that, well, let's X that out. We're going to see 6-star and 5-star relics. I think those are going to be the two relics that are going to be added to the Odins. And notice we got some Nexus Cavalier crystals there. I think those were Nexus, or they might have been just Cav crystals, but I think those as well will probably disappear. And if those are not there, then if we do get the fragments for I'm blanking on the name right now. For the relics, we are going to get some T3 and T6 fragments underneath below. And I think that's off to supercharge people's accounts for more multiple rank 4s. I am seeing a pattern in Kabam's algorithms of, well, let's just call it that, of like progression of accounts. They want multiple rank 4s out there. So it is easier now for higher end, more competitive, and then also accounts that spend a lot of money in the game to get multiple rank 4s. You're seeing almost accounts out there, especially on YouTube, that with at least 7+, 6+ rank 4s, and that's pretty much a good state of the game for accounts. Then there's some that are just normally like over 20, so that's really rare. But I think in standard, you're seeing like 6 to 7 rank 4s out there. So those are my predictions for the Black Panther and, again, the Allfather's Odin. Let me know what you think. Again, this video is not going to cover all of them. It's just there's just way too much predictions. I would need to do a chart and break it down, and actually had broke it down prior to this. But this is kind of like a last minute video of just like, hey, you know what? That's coming around the corner. I would love to just get some ideas of what's coming out, especially on the live streams. We come and discuss all the time, like, hey, what do you think? It's always fun to talk about what do we think and what are we guessing. For the most part, we always look at the year before and just go from there. So it's always upgraded every year after year, and it has to be, because if you want the players out there to buy items, you need to upgrade them in one way or another. And I know relics is a touchy subject where a lot of people are like, well, if that's the case, because I've seen it in the comments from the streams, I'm not going to be buying that. I'm not really enticed to it. I think once relics go live, they should have gone live way prior to Black Friday, because they would have more of a foundation to let players know, like, hey, this is what a relic can do. This is what the benefits are. But for now, everything's unknown when it comes to relics. But I feel like they are going to be introduced into the store, just because it makes sense for Kabam to make $1 out of relics. This is a good time for them to sell stuff if they want to make some money, right? But again, we're going to be seeing a store. Let's take a look at that. Here's an image that I took from the game where there was a store involved. You can buy this, bundle with a limit of 1. I think across the board, yeah, there's just a limit of 1s, and you were spending X amount of units. So hopefully for those that are free to play, have this option. Please be wise for the free to play. Make what makes more sense to you if this is offered again. Don't go stingy on your units. Take advantage of your rank of materials. A lot of people were last year, if I remember correctly, saying, hey, I'm a pass on this, and I'm gonna wait for the holidays, and we got to be well prepared. This is a situational thing that happens consistently back to back. Cyber weekend, and then a month later you have the holiday. So keeping in mind, there's going to be this greater gifting crystal that's no longer gifted, but it's I believe that's what they're going to be doing for your own good. So for your own self, you're going to be buying it for yourself. So hopefully you've been grinding out units if you're free to play for those crystals, so you can get something good out of it, whatever they decide to put in there, and then also buy some of these offers. again, predicting that the store is going to be back out again to share with everybody. So look at this. Look at this one. Now, this is one I think this was one that was 2000. Yeah, one of my, I don't want to say favorite, but it was one that I felt was good value. 6 T5 basics and 18 T2 alphas. I remember having an issue with overflowing of T2 alphas last year. Now it's all coming back to me, forcing T2 alphas to like spend, just ranking up champions left and right. So very excited to hopefully rank up a lot of champions. I remember sitting on the rank up gems for a long time. Started using them towards the end of the beginning and mid of this year. That's when I started using my rank up gems. I really held on to them because I predicted last year that there was going to be a prestige move. It had to come. It had to come. And sure enough, it came. And I had my rank up gems for those new champions. So I think for next year, if I want to hold on to rank up gems, I think I'm probably not going to do it. I think I'm going to use them all this year, playing it a little differently. Yes, of course, there's going to be prestige champions probably added next year, 2023. I assume maybe 2. But with the relics, I think they're going to focus a lot on the relics. And I would assume so. But yet again, this is a business. So business may want you to choose the champion, the new prestige champion, and then also choose the relic that goes with it. That's going to bump up that prestige. But that's just prestige talk when it comes to the game. But that is my quick, hopefully, prediction. Store's going to be done. 2 offers on those Black Panther and Odin Vault when it comes to what we're going to be seeing. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. What do you think? Let's discuss, as we're going to be in live streams also as well. So I'll see you guys there. Take care. Enjoy the weekend. Anticipate save for the weekend, I guess, Friday when it comes around the corner. I'll see you guys there. Take care. Peace.